Hey everybody, it is new cookbook day here by the river. And if you don't have a Trail Meals cookbook, where you been? We have 5 in this series, but we are adding 2 new additions to the very popular pocket-sized Trail Meals cookbook series. So we have the Cascade Edition and we have the Delta Edition, and we are going to dig into what these are and how these came about here by the river this morning. Hey, Chef Corso, Outdoor Eats. I'm here to put you on the path to amazing meals on your outdoor treks. Wherever you're going, however you're doing it, I want you to be able to eat well with fast, easy, and tasty recipes. And I am really excited to introduce our 2 new additions to our Trail Meals pocket-sized cookbook series. These are super fun to make. A lot of you guys help make this, so it's really fun to get it out there. And we're going to dig into what these additions are and why you want them for the season. Back in the spring, I put out a questionnaire to a lot of you guys out there asking, what kind of cookbooks would you like to see for next year? And that's what we did last year with our plant-based option and our riverband option. And the 2 top vote getters were 1, more of the same. And what that means is breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. 20 great recipes to be able to build a great meal plan for wherever you're going outdoors, and trailgating, or snacks and beverages. So that's what we've got here. Cascade is a selection of 20 great new recipes, and Delta is trailgate snacks and hot and cold beverages. And now, if you don't know what trailgating is, you're missing out, and I will let you know what that means in a minute. Another thing about Outdoor Eats, if you are new to Outdoor Eats is all built by you guys. Yes, I am Chef Corso. I'm taking you down the path to tastier meals when you're going on your outdoor adventures. But as you're thumbing through these, or as you are looking through the recipe bank, which now has over 300 trail tested recipes, all of them are tested by you guys. So people have a tester name, they take out a recipe into the Grand Canyon, into the Smoky Mountains, into the United Kingdom coastline. Wherever you guys live, people are taking out recipes, testing them, make sure they work, sending them back to me, and I upload them to the community recipe bank, so that way we all have something tasty or exciting that we can cook outdoors. It's a really fun part of the process. It's also a really important part of the process to make sure that they work, because when you're 20 miles deep, you need to make sure that your trail Chioppino or your pad thai is gonna come out great. Let's get into these new additions. This is a very exciting day. First up, Cascade Edition. So let's dig into what we've got in Cascade. In this cookbook, we've got breakfast, lunch, tacos and sliders, something super fun on the trail, dinner, and classics elevated, which is recipes that I match packaged meal flavors. If you've watched this channel for any amount of time, you know that I don't love packaged meals, and I would rather have you cook, with your camp stove rather than just boiling water, but I was able to match some of those flavors. Recipe highlights for Cascade: chorizo breakfast hash, power chia bomb, pumpkin spice flavor, ham and cheese quiche bowl, blueberry smoked salmon couscous, broccoli crunch salad. Oh man, this is a great no burner, no cook recipe. Warm Mandarin chicken wrap, chicken red pepper grain bowl, chickpea and kale tacos, sloppy Corsos, Yaki ramen tacos, trail sushi. Yeah, you can eat sushi on the trail with my kind of hacked sushi recipes. You can check them out if you think you're kind of weirded out by that. General Tso's chicken, jerky chili, chicken noodle soup, beef stew, Japanese curry and rice. And this is one of my new favorites, trail Chioppino. If you don't know what Chioppino is, it is a classic Italian seafood stew, but I've been able to use some prepackaged seafood, some tomato paste, and match that kind of fancy Italian flavor for the trail. In this one, super awesome. It was tested in the United Kingdom. Thank you so much, Spudlet, for testing this at this beautiful location. That looks really nice. I wish I could be there too. All those recipes and more are in Cascade Edition. Really awesome, super good recipes for trail cooking. Now let's dig into trailgating and the Delta Edition. So if you don't know what trailgating is, I'm sure you know what tailgating is. I am a sporty sports fan, and I love having a hot dog and a beer in the parking lot before the game, but I also like to hike and camp, and we should have that same experience when we are at the trailhead or when we are at camp. So trailgating is that experience. Cooking up a snack, cooking up a dip for your crew, whether you're setting up camp for campy happy hour, Or what I often like to do is pack the stove and pack the ingredients in my rig, so when I come back from my day hike, I have a snack waiting for me. We take a few minutes to cheers our trip. Maybe you have a nice, fresh, clean set of clothes. Maybe you have a cooler of beers or coconut water or whatever you like to drink. And you take a few minutes, you have a fun time at the trailhead. And I'm pretty sure if you make a bacon and brie dip or chicken buffalo dip, you're gonna make some new friends and have a really, really good experience. So let's dig into Delta Edition and see what kind of recipes we've got. And for Delta, we have 20 different recipes, snacks and dips, hot and cold drinks, and featured recipes for this edition. We've got bacon and brie dip, pizza dip, that sounds pretty good, cheeseburger dip, chicken buffalo dip, ooh, honey cashew kettle corn, that sounds good. And thinking about this too, a lot of these recipes are really great for kids or family camping too. Could really be a fun thing that you can cook together or prevent a meltdown. Ooh, what other snacks we got in here? Ooh, Corso trail mix, my elevated version of trail mix, so your trail mix isn't just boring. Cherries Jubilee Mint Mallow Rice Krispie Treat Bowl. Yeah, we got some sweet stuff for you sweet tooth folks out there. Oh, now we're getting into cold beverages, and this is an absolute game changer. Red sangria or white sangria, basically trail sangria that fits right in a Nalgene bottle. It marinates for a half hour, a couple hours as you're going on your hike, and it is ready for you for a new, even better version of a summit drink. Or I guess you could, drink it at base camp. Other drinks we have in here is a Campy Mule, we have a Happy Pelican, and we have my famous Dirtbag Bloody Mary and a Dirtbag Mimosa. Again, if you like Summit beers, you are gonna love Summit Dirtbag beverages. And then we've got some nice warm drinks. I know it's probably not what you need right now, but probably later on in the season. Nice warm drink can be really nice. Mexican hot chocolate, citrus tea, coconut chai, grasshopper, trail toddies. Oh man, we've got some great options for you. I'm super excited about sharing these. So that is what we are looking like in our Delta Edition. Again, snacks and dips and shareable meals and shareable drinks that are perfect for your happy hour, your trailgate, your happy time around the campfire, or happy time once you reach the peak. For both of our editions here, I want to say thanks to our sponsors for helping them come to life. So we've got Hudson Meat Market in Austin, Texas, great jerkies and summer sausages, plus some fresh sausage and steaks. You pick those up for your trail snacks or your grilling weekend adventure. Expedition Trailers out of Utah. They are doing some really, really amazing tow behind rigs that will set you up for very, very comfortable base camp life. And Flip Fuel. If you are any sort of backpacker and you're going on multiple trips, you probably have multiple canisters of isobutane gas lying around, and maybe you don't know how much is in them, but Flip Fuel can help you consolidate them so one, you don't waste, and two, you don't run out on your trip. Thanks to all these companies for supporting Outdoor Eats and supporting the Trail Meals series. Couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much. Another thing that I want to point out about Cascade specifically that I think is super cool is I was able to partner with a great artist out of Ellensburg, Washington, kind of middle of Washington, named Erin Ustra. And I saw one of her murals in Pioneer Square in Seattle when I was walking around one day, took a photo because I was like, wow, that's really, really beautiful and really, really cool. And probably 4 or 5 years later, I reached out to her because I was like, I need some help with the art for this one. I really love your heavy brush strokes and saturation of color. Would you want to partner on some art for a new cookbook? And she said yes, which is great. So we collaborated on this, and she was able to put together some gorgeous, gorgeous art. So all through Cascade is her art. And it was a really awesome collaboration as far as how to make this come to life, but really was driven by her vision and her style of beautiful waterscapes, waves, mountains. So please check her out on Instagram or her website, or she does have a gallery in Ellensburg, Washington as well, so you can check that out if you are passing through on your road trips. You're headed to Mount Rainier, you're headed over to Coeur d'Alene, Ellensburg is right off of I-90, and it's a great little road stop that you can check out. But thank you, Aaron, for your great work. Super, super fun to be able to collaborate on this and make this look extra, extra good. These are available right now in the Outdoor Eats shop. If you are one of the first 50 orders, you get some extra stuff. So get over there and get it. And what do you get? You get a Cascade buff that I made. Again, beautiful art from Aaron. Look at that. Beautiful blue shades, awesome cascading rivers, and you get a sample of this. This is DripDrop. It's a newer rehydration packet. It's a lot like some of those other options that you're seeing on the shelf, but it's less sugar, more electrolytes, developed by a pediatrician, and it's been helpful for rapid rehydration on the trail, so you can check that out as well. Again, the first 50 orders get a buff and some DripDrop hydration for your hikes coming up. Thanks for coming along for Cookbook Launch by the River today. Get out there and cook something amazing somewhere awesome. There is so much to explore this season, and there's a lot of really great things to cook along as well. But get out there. Boca boca. Look at that. You can cover your face just like you like it to.